Casey, you have no idea how smart God is. Man, the way I see this thing going down is every bad thing they tried to use against us, God has put right back in their face. Like the internet, it was for them to confuse us. But in God's plan, it brings us all together. AI saves the world. You know what? Anyways, Casey, you don't understand what I'm thinking about because you don't think outside the box. Anyways, Casey, I was thinking. Remember when I tried to start Team Big? That's about when you bounced and got scared and listen. Team Big isn't my team, bud. I don't run the show for Team Big, okay? That's God's show. No man runs Team Big. But guess what? I am a leader of Team Big. Because Team Big only has leaders. They're willing to do things that other people aren't, Casey. They're all going to be leaders. You think there'll be any takers for Team Big? I know Big Shotty came into my comments. I don't know if he's concerned or he has this thing where he thinks I'm joining the little people, I think. I don't know where you guys got the idea that I was interested in any other team but other than Team Big. Like, I've been honest with these little people the whole time. But unlike a lot of people, they don't block. They invite it. So, we've kind of gotten to know each other a little bit. It's not like I still don't say the truth about them. It's not like the lies all of a sudden just fucking went away. But I'm just, with them, you got to keep talking. You got to know who they are. You got to understand why they do the things that they do. And really, with those people, I don't think they're horrible people, Casey. They just, it's an eye for an eye. I think that's where they go wrong. It's an eye for an eye. Like, these people, you can tell. Like, I seen little Steph in a video one time talking about her son and how he got doxxed and he's not even a part of it. And I can understand as a mom why she was pissed off and wanted to get back at him. But I just think there's a better way, because then the circle just keeps going, and then, you know, you're calling the housing department on people, and meanwhile you could just use their own stupidity against them. Like, the whole thing with Rocco, Casey, I was honest with the little people right from the get-go. I also admitted to where I had failed. See, when they first started going at Rocco after he went after Payday, he did admit fault. He did admit fault. And I thought that was pretty brave of him to go on a panel and admit his faults. And you can clearly see, if you watch the video back, little me was being a fucking heavy. Like, but the one thing that I did notice is that the more little me was a heavy, the more fucking Rocco backed away from his fucking mistake and tried to justify it. Rather than saying, hey, it happened. There's nothing I can fucking do to change it other than fucking try and make sure it doesn't happen again. So just fuck off. But instead, Rocco's like, well, they did this. And what do you... Like, it was... Like, you should be honest with people, Casey. No matter what you think it'll cost you. Like I said, it's an eye for an eye world, bud. And I think that's where we go wrong. Like, if you go and you look at the way little me has fucking treated Rocco, I don't really have any issues with it. Because he brings the fucking facts that this guy's a fucking grifter and he might possibly make up stories. I mean, anything that can possibly fucking, like, When do you just fucking stop? But yet there's no proof. And yet when somebody comes to fucking, this is the thing little me's exposing about Rocco. When fucking this, like, I've been going on for like 3 years asking for help, Casey. This little fucker seems to get offered it all the time, and he fucks over the people that are trying to help him. Because he can't prove what he says, so he has to fucking run and hide. When you want that guy babysitting your kids. Like this is the thing, you need dialogue to understand people, and so you can kind of maybe explain to them. I mean, it's up to them whether they want to change. Like, you can still be a little person and fucking be on Team Vig. You just got to use your heart and the truth. That's all. Like, I'm telling you right now, Casey, I'm here for the little people. Little people all around the world, bud. All the little people. And if we can make the change, I will fucking do the fucking little people strong thing all fucking day long, man. We just gotta change the world, and I'll fucking make it happen. I'll do it every day. Little people strong. But the little people gotta want it. I'm fucking not giving it away for free. You gotta earn shit from me, Casey, you know what I mean? And like, here's the thing. Even when you disagree with people, sometimes those people have good ideas. And sometimes they do listen sometimes, and they understand that you're not the bad person that they originally thought you were. So like, you know how you did your bullet points and you thought if I acted a little bit more like you, I could run my shorts a little bit better, and like that kind of shit. Like, you want to put me in a position, but here, little me actually gave me a really good fucking, like, he told me I did really good at those reviews, and maybe that should be my niche. Well, I used to do reviews, and some people did like them, but I didn't really have a whole lot of people watching, so I didn't really know how they were going over, but I always thought I did a good job at them. So I'm thinking about taking a shot at some reviews and stuff like that. And you know what? If my channel ever made it, I would know I couldn't have got there. Well, maybe I would have. But little me made it easier for me to get there. You know what I mean? Because I hung around and tried to understand why people are the way they are and see the good in them, Casey, rather than always look for the evil in them. But that's all everybody wants to hear when I talk, is the fucking mean shit. That's the fun part of this fucking spiritual experience. It's getting to tell people the truth. I'm not giving a shit about their feelings. Because if you take their feelings into consideration, you'll just fucking do it their way. It's Team Vig, bud. Either you're all in, or you're not in at all. Like, there's just trying to bring you in, Casey.